If you're looking for some awesome movies or TV shows featuring older woman and young boy relationship, you just click on the right video. Get ready to dive into these amazing ones that showcase unique connections. We're excited to share this ranking with you and would love to hear your favorites in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, so you never miss out on discovering great movies and TV shows again. Number 1. Punish Me. Director, Angelina Macaron. Drama relating to the obsessive relationship between a confused teenager and an older woman. Elsa Seifert is successfully working as a probation officer, but her relationship with her old friend has been troubled since their daughter moved away. Then he gets to know Jan, a 16-year-old abuser, who openly offers to submit herself to him. Even though she was initially surprised, Elsa became increasingly interested in the young man. Number 2. Sentimental Education. Director, Julio Bressan. Sentimental Education centers on the unique relationship between Araya, a lonely 40-year-old teacher, and a young man she has just met by chance. One of these encounters which mythology and literature are full of. A delicate soul who finds itself attracted to a beauty that seems to demand, disturb and move her, that shakes her up entirely. During the days following their first conversation, she will expose all her feelings through classes in which he will let himself be carried away, until an unusual episode from the past is revealed and changes everything. Number 3. Subrosa. Director, Christian de Lara. Bullied by his father to grow up, a teen fights between the love of his stepmother over his father's life. Subrosa is the coming-of-age story of a male teenager who has grown up under the shadow of his authoritative father. Over the course of a single summer, events transpire which transform this boy into an adult who challenges his dad in very unorthodox ways. Number 4. The Other End. Director, Felipe Shaw. Diogo, 17, has a little quirk. He likes to call his mother's female therapy patients, and while listening to them on the phone, one of these patients is Angela, 43, a woman who was just left by her husband when Diogo calls Angela. She starts having a relationship with the silence on the other end of the line. She's attracted to this person who showed so much interest in her, the only person who called her every day. Diogo helps Angela see that she can have a new beginning, and she shows him his way to independence. Number 5. The Children Act. Director, Richard Eyre. As a judge on the High Court of England, Fiona May is a woman dedicated to her work. The constant burden and attention to her duties has caused fractures in her marriage to Jack, who, tired of her absence and lack of interest in the relationship, overwhelmed by her personal situation, May concentrates on a new case, which involves Adam Henry, a 17-year-old boy who suffers from leukemia. According to the studies, the doctors consider a blood transfusion necessary to cure him. However, Adam's parents are Jehovah's Witnesses, so a transfusion goes against their biblical principles. Number 6. The Forest. Director, Roman Zhigalov. 16-year-old Danila lives with oppressive mother Galina and brutal father Pasha in a small village lost in the middle of a boundless forest. Cut off from society, he has a problem adjusting to school life and is bullied for his sullen manners and total lack of interest in girls. Meanwhile, Pasha lusts after Katya, even promising her to leave his family if she gives in. Katya's husband Kolka is an alcoholic with physical and emotional impairments. Little does Pasha know that Danila shares his taste for women. Number 7. Mother. Director, Rodrigo Sorogoyen. 10 years have gone by since Alina's 6-year-old son has disappeared. The last thing she heard of him was a phone call he gave her, saying that he was lost on a beach in France and couldn't find his father. Nowadays, Elena lives on this same beach and manages a restaurant. She is finally beginning to emerge from this tragic episode when she meets a French teenager who strongly reminds her of her lost son. The two of them will embark on a relationship which will sow chaos and distrust around them. Number 8. The Time of Indifference. Director, Leonardo G. Serenoli. When her husband dies, wealthy Italian Mary suddenly finds herself in a bad position. Not only does she have to deal with the death of her lover, but the newly widowed woman finds herself broke after years of prosperity and luxury. After the death of the paterfamilias, tensions increase in the family, which also consists of her almost adult children Michelle and Carla. In order to save their own skins, Mary seeks support from her new friend Leo. Number 9. Amor Bendido. Director, Daniel Andres Werner. The story of the son of an important and wealthy federal judge with whom he has a very tense relationship, Joan, a naive 16-year-old boy who easily falls in love. But soon Joan discovers, to her horror, that she has fallen into a trap and will be a victim of the dark side of love. Joan must fight to save her life, after the arrival of Gustavo to the house, who also turns out to be a man of interest to Luciana. Number 10. Grand Jeté. Director, Isabel Stever. Dance teacher and mother Nadia left her son Mario with her own mother when he was little. Now she has reappeared on his doorstep, seeking a closeness that knows fewer and fewer boundaries. The two of them gradually allow themselves to be seduced by their mutual attraction and develop an passionate relationship that is stripped of all moral conventions. An uncompromising film about family relationships.